Hello everyone, and welcome to tripleS msnz. I've been waiting for this for so long. I'm up at 3 a.m. right now, which is definitely unprecedented. I definitely don't stay up until 3 a.m. every single night, but I don't usually have 5 music video reactions to do at 3 a.m. or 4 music videos and 1 special video, I guess. But I'm so excited for this. This is my first full-on tripleS comeback that I'm doing a reaction for on my channel, because I only started the channel fairly recently, but I am the biggest tripleS fan out of all K-pop reaction channels, and if you disagree with that, then you can fight me on it, alright? So yeah, I'm just so excited to get into this, starting off with a bang with literally 4 music videos and a special video. And of course, already did reactions to the Gravity versions and stuff, and I know all 4 songs are going to be incredible, and I have watched the highlight medley and stuff on my own time, and I know Christmas Alone will be great too. So through this, you can watch me progressively get more and more tired as I have so much to talk about for each video, and I just stay up until the very late hours of the morning yapping about tripleS, which is my favorite thing to do. I'll be posting 1 video reaction at a time daily, or if you want to see them early, if you just can't wait a day for each one, then you can go to my Patreon, which is new. There's a link in the description to get a free first month if you want to try it out and see if you like it, and then you can get all 5 at once, which I'm gonna, after recording this, go to sleep and then have to edit them as quickly as possible to get them on Patreon as quickly as possible. But I'm also gonna do, lots of other reactions that I can't upload to YouTube, or just other bonus content. Definitely do reactions to live stages, and if they do Studio Choom, any sort of bonus content, I'll definitely be checking out. I also have many other stuff on the Patreon, like weekly random reactions. You should definitely submit suggestions for that. I want to start doing that soon, just picking a new random thing to react to every week. And you can even choose one specific thing that I have to react to if you want to, if you just have one particular thing you really want to see. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out the Patreon, because again, I love tripleS so much, and I'll have so much to say about them. And then you can also just subscribe to the channel so don't miss any future YouTube tripleS reactions. Leave a like, leave a comment, and let's just get into it. Okay, it is 3:02 a.m. here, and before we get into Cameo Love, since I'm doing a reaction to every other song on the album, I'll just do a real quick Magic Shine New Zone reaction. So, skip to the Cameo Love section if you want, but let's get into it. Starting Beyond Beauty, msnz. Let's go.
현실이야.
Oh my god. Oh, they always have the electric guitar. Oh my god. Already, that's the best tripleS intro ever. I'm certain of that. That's my favorite, man. Don't get too caught up in the moment. Let me think back. Before the Rise, that was probably my favorite beforehand. This has got to be better. This is better. This is better than Alpha%. Dude, it starts off so technological, and they're playing these messages. It's hard to focus in on them, but I heard stuff related to their previous releases and stuff. Then it says 현실이야, which means reality. It's reality. And then it goes so crazy, where it felt like I was going into hyperspace, taken into another realm. I'm totally sucked into the album already, man. Gotta do it one more time. It feels so digital and technological right from the start. If you never 꿈에서 깨어나지 않는다면, says, if you never wake up from your dream, then I think what they're saying is, little sporadic things, but I think what the line they're saying is, if you never wake up from your dream, then is it a dream or is it reality? Which is interesting because I'm already going to talk so much just about the intro, but the lyrics of Are You Alive are all about encouraging you to wake up from your dream. Like, you can't just dream of being happy, you have to actually make it happen. But this seems like it's kind of different from that, saying, what's the actual difference between a dream and reality? If you're living so much in a dream, then what's the difference?
현실이야.
Then there says, 현실이야, it's reality. So I think they're saying there's no difference.
현실이야.
Oh my god. I didn't think the electric guitar from Alpha Percent could be beaten, man. Like, that was so cool. Maybe this isn't just the electric guitar is better. Maybe like in Alpha Percent, like just the electric guitar carries it and it's so awesome. But there's just so much more. Like, feels like the most intense, just gripping scene of a really awesome, huge sci-fi movie or something. Like, this is just my favorite. I love sci-fi stuff, and this just feels so much like that. So spacey and technological. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about this because I want to get into the music videos, but already just in love with this album. Like, the rest of the songs aren't going to be like this, I'm sure. Like, they're all completely their own things, but I love this intro. This is absolutely my favorite tripleS intro from the beginning. It's basically, you know, like all of tripleS's releases kind of have been. It's like combining a kind of techno feel to the music where it's very like digital, kind of futuristic, but combining that with the dream aesthetic. Like, I feel like that's tripleS's whole identity, is like a kind of modern / futuristic dream. Like, most dreams feel really magical. tripleS's concept is like grounded in reality, but like a future reality, where it's all, but it still feels just as dreamy and fantastical. It's like my absolutely favorite type of aesthetic or whatever. Like, amazing. I don't know if I usually give ratings for intros, but like as an intro, obviously different rating system for with an actual song, but as an intro, I mean, 100. Like, I can't imagine a better intro than this. I love it so much. But let's just get into Cameo Love. Okay, Cameo Love, man. When the Gravity version of this came out, I was so torn between this and Q&A for which was my favorite, and I eventually decided on Q&A, just barely. But then they just released the teasers for these music videos, and I listened to that, and I immediately was like, I don't think so, actually. I think Cameo Love is going to be my favorite. But we'll find out, man. Like, it just from the teaser feels so dreamy, you know, like I'm saying, like, feels like almost like that type of vibe that I was talking about in Magic Shine New Zone. This is the shortest song, unfortunately, but it's like Speed Love, then it can be an amazing song even while being short, and this reminded me of Speed Love from the beginning. Let's stop talking. Whenever I'm so excited for stuff like this, I just am equally excited to check it out, but also I'm like scared to, so I want to just keep talking beforehand. But let's go. 3, 2, 1. I might cry. Look, hearing more kaede vocals. I had a theory for what this video would be about from the teaser. love hearing someone get full on. Oh shit. Oh my god. I don't know how I didn't pass out in that. I don't remember breathing. I don't even remember what I just watched. Usually I like latch onto things and notice things, but I was just so totally engrossed in the vibe. Like this is such a vibey conceptual song. Like it's definitely showing rather than telling. So it's gonna take some like more analysis to actually get stuff out of it. Might just be the excitement, like it's just overwhelming me, but everything about this concept is like my exact ideal song and release and concept and aesthetic. Like everything is just perfectly tailored to my interests, as expected from the group with all three of the 2006 girls like me. This kind of takes the vibe I was talking about with Magic Shine New Zone of the kind of futuristic like dreaminess, like farther than pretty much tripleS has done before. Like it's just so like it. The video reminded me of Serial Experiments Lane, which is a show, you know, just like this. Feels like there's kind of little substance on the surface because it's just all so vibey and like deep and dark, like mystical dream inside a computer or something. This doesn't go quite as far as like being super digital and stuff necessarily, but there are like elements of that, like the little text popping up on the screen. That was all feeling like that. This is why I love Mod House Cruise, because also Icarus by Artemis is very much Serial Experiments Lane coded. Jane Jung just always matches exactly with my taste somehow, and seemingly with a lot of other people's too. You know, just thinking into the future, I'm sure Q&A will be absolutely amazing. It's gonna have to do a lot to beat this. Like, again, I don't even have that many specific thoughts about it from the start, so you have to get back into it, but immediately incredible. Usually I just replay it once and just stop in between, but I might end up replaying each music video like 3 times if I have so much to get from it. Okay, analysis mode. First thought that comes to mind is one that's not very significant, but stop and road work. Do they have signs like that in Korea? Like stop signs I know are like kind of universal, but end road work even? I don't think this was filmed in America. Pretty sure I would have heard about that, but like it's just interesting that they'd have that in Korea. But what is happening at the start of this? She's exiting a truck. She's out into some, looks like a tourist destination. There's a rug going behind her. Okay, so from watching the teaser, this is my theory that I came up with. It felt like it was going to be a video about kind of ghosts, like them just going through society and kind of realizing that no one else can see them. And I can imagine that reflecting lyrics of being like, you know, Cameo Love. Like a cameo is just a like slight little bonus appearance from someone in a movie that like can be easy to miss. So if it's a Cameo Love, I would imagine it's like I'm in love with you, but it feels like I am barely actually making an appearance in your life, and I don't know if you even notice me or know I exist. So I was imagining that the video would kind of reflect that. I was expecting it to be a bit more explicit, and maybe it is. I was just hard to really focus it on the first time because just splitting my attention between the song and the video. But just starting off with this in, you know, normal in society, just at a normal tourist destination, then they switch to this dark place where you like can't see anything around them, and it feels like they're trapped in another dimension or something. Definitely could be that. Her voice is incredible. Yeah. I think it's got to be that. Again, just her now in a classroom. Surely gonna do a bunch of stuff like that throughout the video, and just being with other people. And she stands up, and you kind of expect that to draw some attention, but then takes her to this mirror world again. And she looks around, seems like she kind of realizes, is this actually real? Am I actually here? Can anyone else actually see me? Okay, seriously, I'm so happy to get more Celine lines. Like, we've only gotten them in her dance before, pretty much. Just, tiny little lines in the OT24 songs. So I just love hearing her voice. Gotta look at what it says on these like PowerPoints here. Global incidence of unconed light. Unconed is coming. Something coming from. I wonder if we see the whole thing. Where is it coming from? I think is what it says. Okay, so there's something deeper to it. So it's all these like dark shots where it's like foggy and stuff, but there's like spotlights and they're holding flashlights, but there's definitely light coming from other places. Seems like they're like checking it out here all together. I was expecting it to be kind of a video where they would be alone a lot, like each member individually realizing they're kind of not being seen by the people around them, but then there's these parts where they're together, so it's them checking out this unknown light, I guess. And a Q&A reference, open for any questions. Okay, are they going to be connected in some way? That wouldn't be that surprising, man. I would expect that type of thing from Jane and Jung to actually connect all these four, even though they're very distinct concepts, so should be looking out for those. Q&A, open for any questions. Of course, her voice is made for this. So that's in a school again. Kaede's wasn't in a school, but now Shion and Jiyeon's scenes of them like kind of being transported to the other world while they're just in normal places have both been in a school. Again, just if you haven't seen Serial Experiments, like if you love this vibe, then watch the anime, man. Like, it's just entirely vibes, pretty much. I mean, there's a story to it, but it's just all this aesthetic, and it's just incredible. Yeah, just the switching between the real world and like this fantasy magical world. Like, this doesn't seem digital, it just seems kind of empty and hollow, but that's similar to how it is in Lane. Yeah, and there she seems to transport where I guess was Lean doing the PowerPoint here? Like maybe Lean was like looking out this direction to the class. And then Jiyeon might have been sitting in there. I think she was. So they're like going to the same places too. Where is this outside place with the fence? Like, why are they checking this out? Is this on the schoolyard? See, I've listened to the Gravity version of this so much, and the teaser version, it's like just the chorus is stuck in my head. But it's love hearing the, other parts of the verses that kind of switch it up a bit. Don't keep the same super dreamy, wispy feeling, and kind of bring it back to reality a little bit for parts. Don't cry. You have to look at the lyrics on my third watch through. I love her voice though. Flower. I have to point it out every time. Love hearing her voice. Look at the flower, man. looking up at the light. Is it a UFO? Is this alien stuff? Are these aliens kind of taking them out of reality into this shadow realm? That sure looks like looking up into a UFO tractor beam. You know, it really looks like it's just random lights, so it's hard to make out a real shape, but it looks like a ring with like a funnel you go up into. Or even touching the people around her and they don't notice. This part, oh my god. See, this is the part. This is the Serial Experiments Lane part. This feels so much like that. The words on the screen. Absolutely a like computer ghost theme. You don't know. Now you know. Is it just the lyrics? Probably. Would you see me? Would you know? I think that's part of the lyrics too. What makes that sound in the instrumental? I have to know that. Like such a like clean, pure sound. It's like really catches your ear. Just the vocals are done perfectly in the song, man. Produced like kind of feel just like angelic, kind of like computer ghost thing, but like now adding in angelic feel, like they're so pure and white and divine. Like when you imagine, when I hear this singing, like all I can think about is pure glowing shining white, and you know that's what the video's about too, is these mysterious lights, and that's what the whole song feels like, is an overbearing light in the midst of darkness, because you know it's a dark tone, it's moody when they're singing, but their vocals are just so clear, and the instrumental, the like that all just feels so pure and like untouched by any sort of abrasive sound or like artsiness. It just all seems so pure. Like the vocals sound like they're there more than in other songs somehow. It's not like they drown out the music. They just somehow feel so much more clear. So yeah, getting to the end of it, I don't have a clear vision of like a storyline in my head. It feels like they sprinkle in little bits with, you know, saying there's these mysterious lights that appear. They go to check it out. But what really happens, like at the end, kind of just shows them looking up into it, and what happens after that, like kind of just do stuff similar to what they have been doing, kind of just stop exploring and looking for it, and they just go back to the places they have been and just are dancing. So it's like, do they find what they were searching for? Maybe like they start noticing that they're disconnected from reality, and they go and search for answers in this, you know, terrifying mystical light that seems like something not understandable to the human mind. They just have to go and see it for themselves, and then when they do, they give up, like they've found what they're looking for. It's kind of creepy. They've been given some sort of knowledge to where they don't even care anymore about being disconnected from the reality around them. They just are on a new plane now, and they're happy there. It's very unsettling, definitely. And definitely, once again, last time I'll say it, very much like Serial Experiments Lane. But yeah, I never watch music videos 3 times in reactions, but this is tripleS, so I'll watch it one more time. Just pay attention to the lyrics a lot. See if they add anything more to the story. If I pick up anything else in the video as well. I also just have to hear the song one more time. Yeah, it just starts out so grounded in reality here, and it just all switches up and gets more and more disconnected as they go on. Lyrics. Yeah, those lyrics, it's not exactly what I was kind of theorizing about, with, you know, a cameo being like, I don't know if you actually know me or not. Like they're saying there, now you see me, now you don't. Easy come, easy go. It's like they are noticed. They know that they are being noticed for a time, but then it feels like they just disappear from their mind just as quickly. So instead of it being like, I wonder if you know who I am or if you care about me, it's more like, why do you only care about me just for a little bit and then it goes away? Like, why do you lose interest so fast? Maybe something like that. Or even if not like interest, just wondering, kind of in the vein of what I was saying, like, it feels like you notice me for a while, but then just as quickly it feels like you don't know who I am. So it's like hard to figure it out.
My eyes, my mind 내 눈동자 속 나를 찾아 Your side, 그 사이 넌 볼 수 없어 사랑의 sign No 꿈속에서도 You don't even know 내 이름도 네 옆에 손잡아
So I saw Jiyeon and Kaede definitely had scenes where like it like showed them amidst other people and then them kind of being pulled away from that and realizing like, oh, no one's paying attention to me. Now here seems like that's happening with Lin with the PowerPoint, like she's trying to put this on and no one's actually seeing it. But do they have scenes like that with Sohyun and Solin as well?
You don't even know 내 이름도 네 옆에 손잡아 지는 이런 내가 싫어 만나가는 시선 끝이 자꾸 길을 잃어 Come and go, Cameo Now you see me, now you don't 나란 아이, you don't know Cameo, Cameo Easy come, easy go Now you
Very
know me, now you
chorus heavy song, definitely. Not a lot of gap between the choruses.
Bye bye, don't cry. 거짓말로라도 바꿀 결말.
Bye bye, don't cry, even a lie can change the ending. Maybe the bye bye, don't cry is just talking to themselves, like, don't cry about this feeling of them not noticing you, like, because you're just gonna keep feeling it over and over again. Like, one second you feel like they recognize you and know who you are, and the next second you don't. So don't cry. You're gonna have to keep saying bye. And they say a lie can even change the ending. Not sure what that line means exactly. It's like, even if they lie and say they're interested in me, that's enough to change the ending I make in my mind. I don't know. Not sure what that means.
Oh no, you don't even know me. 혼자서만 그려보는 mellow mellow. 너에게는 닿지 않는 echo echo. 네가 없을 땐 까매지는 간식.
So here, like they say in Magic Shine New Zone, like blurring the line between dream and reality, feels like this is kind of about that. With every time they get any sort of slight attention from this person, that creates their reality in their mind, like, oh, now this is it. We finally connected. They finally know who I am. And then just as quickly they realize that isn't actually reality, but then it just keeps happening over and over again. Like, they can't figure out what is the actual reality. They just keep living in the same dream that keeps being reignited every time there's this little interaction. So they're trying to figure out what's actually real. But they're just so easily swayed. So I wonder if the other songs will have lyrics that kind of go with that vibe, because just the few lyrics in the intro definitely feel like they have a similar vibe to this. Yeah, so I don't know what the yellow flower means. It feels like it has to be significant. Lauren just has a great tone of voice, man. Like, she's obviously not like a super well-trained singer, but just the tone of her voice is amazing to listen to whenever she has lines. So I love all her lines in this song very much. That's the best part, man. Oh my god. Come and go. I'm shocked in that part. I feel like Kaede's voice sounded even nicer during that part than Shion. Like, I always just assume Shion's voice is gonna be just angelic and sound perfect in any line she does, but I think I liked Kaede's delivery of it even better somehow. Who did that part? Sohyun too, man. Taehyun always just so clearly leads tripleS in vocals that when we get units without her, it's like, wow, okay, apparently everyone's a crazy vocalist, man. Like even Sohyun, she has a nice voice, but I just the delivery there. Oh my god. At the end, they just walk so confidently into the darkness. Like if comparing it to the lyrics, what could that mean? They start out thinking they're in the light. They're in a nice reality where they're connected with the people around them. If you can relate that to this person they're talking about, like start out because of some interaction they have, they imagine that they're together with them, that they have some sort of spark, and they kind of snap out of it once again, which they seemingly have done many, many times. They realize, oh, this connection isn't real. Like I'm kind of in my own world, like in my own, dark pocket dimension, and all this stuff I'm seeing around me isn't actually connected to me. Like I'm not actually part of this person's world. And then they search for the source of this light, and then they finally find it. And then after that, they just confidently walk into the dark. So I guess that could be like they finally try and figure out what it is that keeps making them become so certain that they have this connection. They've done it enough times that they're trying to get to the source of it. Like, what is making me believe this is true so much? And maybe they realize like this light, talking about this mysterious light, but it's always showing up in these weird dark scenes that are kind of disconnected from the actual reality of it. So maybe this other light that keeps showing up is like the light within themselves. So when they search that out and find it, they realize that the real light and, fulfillment that they're searching for is something to be found within themselves. And, it's okay to be disconnected from these scenes that they see at the beginning. Like there's this natural light here, the light of other people, and they think they're a part of it. And then they keep realizing that, this person's natural light, they aren't actually in that world. Like they have their own, dark pocket dimension that they keep going to. They realize that there's also a light in that world. Like this definitely feels like it's part of this shadowy world around them. It doesn't feel like it's connected to the scene from the beginning. So I think this more mystical light that shows up is supposed to be the light of acceptance within themselves that they find. So they realize I don't need to keep being desperate for this attention from this other person. I can find my own fulfillment and just make my own path in life. And then once they see that light, then they're comfortable just confidently walking back into the darkness, which is, their own personal space, because they realize they'll always have this light within their own personal space and no one else can take that from them. And they aren't a cameo, and that they're like this light is the main star of their, dark, shadowy, personal realm of themselves and their mind. So yeah, I think that makes sense. I think it's intentional having this difference between the, just normal scenes here. It all just looks so typical. Like this looks like it could probably be a scene in like Q&A, that music video, because that seems like it will be a more typical high school concept, and that's how it starts out. But then they realize they don't need that. Like obviously connection with other people is important, but they're like basing their whole sense of identity on it, sense of self. Like they start to think of themselves as a cameo in this world, and then they realize that they shouldn't base their identity based off of the world around them and whether or not they connect with other people. They should just find that within themselves. And then when they do, now it'll be easier to actually form connections with other people when they aren't being so sporadic and like going back and forth between like, yes, I'm finally in their world, or I'm just completely disconnected from it. Like now, since they have this worth in themselves, they can actually confidently connect with other people who also have their own sense of self-worth. They don't need to like kind of leech it off of other people. Like they don't need to be in someone else's movie. They can have their own movie. There can be, crossover episodes with other people's, but you have to find your own self before you connect with other people. That's what I am theorizing this video is supposed to represent. Yeah, after analysis, talking about personal opinions, this is just exactly my type of thing, man. And it's crazy. Like, this is how much tripleS just always tailors to my specific taste, is that I would not be surprised, I would not be shocked if this wasn't my favorite of the four. Even with this feeling, it's so completely tailored to me and my taste and my interests. I wouldn't be shocked if I liked Q&A better than this, even after how much this has blown me away. Yeah, just absolute perfection for music video rating. 10 out of 10. I mean, I love the dreamy darkness. Like, that's my favorite. Like, most people kind of prefer the daytime, I feel like, but I just love the nighttime. Like, when I am alone in my own house, like, I always just have the lights off. I love being in the darkness. I love the nighttime. I love moonlight. That's just what the whole thing is. It's just so shadowy. I think because I just love being in my own mind. Like, when there's so little external stuff to focus on, I can just create my own magical world in the darkness that I can totally absorb myself in. And this whole video just feels like that. It feels like that mystical unknown of the darkness. And it's just so cool. And all the scenes of, you know, them looking around and realizing that they're not actually in the reality around them are just so chilling and awesome. I just love horror. I love horror. I love sci-fi. I love magical things. And just all of that is combined into this. There's not really any music videos like this in K-pop that I can think of. It's absolutely my favorite. 10 out of 10. And the song, I always say it's really hard to rate songs from my first time. Like, this would not shock me even a tiny bit if it was 100 after I listened to it more and more. Like, there's so many tripleS songs I would rate 100, but just going based off of my feelings now, I think I'll say a 97, which is still higher than pretty much any other initial rating I've given, but that's how I feel right now. Absolute, 10 out of 10 if you round it up, but 97 for now. Again, would not at all be surprised if it made it to 100 the more I listen to it. That's happened with so many tripleS songs, but yeah, 97, which is just absolutely incredible. Very, very, very high rating for me to give. So yeah, off to an incredible start. This video is almost got into an hour just for the first one, and almost 4 a.m. But I'm gonna be loving reacting to all of this. I probably won't have quite as much to say about the rest of them, right? Because this was so tailored to me, and I had a lot to say about this. But we'll see. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see the other 4 reactions to Bubblegum Girl, Fly Up, Q&A, and Christmas Alone, go to the Patreon. Use the free month link in the description, and you can get all of those today. Or you can just wait a day for each one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on them. Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment on what you thought about this if you loved it as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next video.